Hey everyone, did you get a notice in the mail saying you're expected to repay your student loans? Did you suddenly get 90-day lates and your credit score went down 80 points in the last couple of months? Are you getting all sorts of crazy letters in the mail from Department of Ed, student loans, the various student loan servicing companies? Well, if you're dealing with any of that, I'm going to show you how to cut through the bull and get your credit back on track. I've done it with quite a few clients in the last couple of months, and I'm going to tell you how to get it done. So let's unpack that. So you got a letter from the Department of Ed saying we are expecting you in repayment. And before you know it, you even had a chance to find out what's going on and make a payment. You get a credit report update. Your score goes down 80, 90 points. And you suddenly have 8 student loans on your credit report with 90-day lates. And you're like, what the hell? I just got a repayment letter last week or 2 weeks ago. So, with all the craziness going on as a result of the Trump administration overhauling everything, the student loan program is in shambles. I talked about that in the previous video. I'm not going to revisit that because we don't care about that. Y'all want to know what the hell to do about my student loans. So here's what you want to do. Okay, first and foremost, if you were booted out, if you're still in deferment because you're still in school, you don't have to worry about any of this. You're good. But if you are someone who received a letter saying you're expected to be in repayment, or if you've already seen a drop in your credit score and 90-day lates on your reports on each of your student loan accounts, this is what you want to do. First of all, you want to go to STUDENTAID.GOV or financialaid.gov, but either one of those, that's the portal. Those are the portals where they handle all the student loan accounts. Everybody who has a student loan active should have access to that. So you want to log in there. If you haven't, you should set up an online account, and you want to log in there, and there's a link at the top that says, apply for an IDR. So what is an IDR? IDR stands for Income Driven Repayment Plan. And what that is that's an opportunity for you to get an income-based payment, and it'll be much lower than what they would expect you to pay, because those low 0.5% of the balance payments they were doing in the past, they're not doing it anymore. Trump is trying to get everybody paying off their student loans. They want very aggressive payments. They want people to pay off their student loans and because he wants to do away with the student loan system altogether, and they want to do that, but they don't want to give away all the money. They don't want to release and let go of all the money. They want to make everybody pay. So the payment plans that are in place that they're giving out now for repayment, they are much higher than what they were in the past. And so with people having 8 individual loans, one per semester for a 4-year degree, people are looking at a couple of $100 a month per loan, so they could be looking at $800 a month or more in student loans. So if you apply for an income-based repayment plan, now what's going on with it is that right now they're trying to do away with the plan, but there's been court filings and things, so it's a court matter now as to whether the income-driven repayment plan will live into the future. So while it's in legal limbo, you're able to apply, because for a while they had took away the application. It is now back. So if you ever went in there before March and you went in there to try to do it and you didn't see the link, it is back now. They reinstalled it in mid-March. So you can apply for the income-driven repayment plan. Now, while they're not giving final approvals, they're doing the same initial eligibility that they always did. If you qualify for that, They're giving everyone who qualifies for the income-driven repayment plan an automatic 1-year pay deferment while they settle it in court. So what does that do for you? By applying for the IDR, you get the instant deferment. You don't have to worry about those huge repayments. We waited out to see what the student loan program is going to look like in the future. I mean, it's only a year, but it's enough time for you to get it together. But in addition to that, the beauty of it is within that IDR application is the ability to request a consolidation as well, consolidating those 8 loans into one loan. So the beauty of that is, in a year from now, number one, a year from now, if you do end up in repayment, whether you get an IDR approval or not, you still only have to make 1 payment instead of 8 payments. So that's a future benefit already laid out for you. Number 2, by consolidating those loans to one, you get 1 brand new loan, and then these 8 loans now have 0 balances. And so you don't have to worry about that anymore. And if you were one of the folks who ended up with 90-day lates on these 8 loans due to this nonsense, when they've been consolidating the loans, they zero out the balance, and then they're removing the 90-day lates. They're taking them back off. And many other clients have done this. Their scores have rebounded. They gave them back the 80 or 100 points because the score came back because we removed all those 90-day lates, and then we got 0 balances, and then you got 1 new loan that's in deferment, and these loans are considered satisfied. So you got all these positive data points related to these student loans that helping your score, and we've removed those those negative points that were there turned out to be temporarily. So I've had several people do this, and this is what's happened. So if you're in that situation, do it. Go to STUDENTAID.GOV, apply for IDR and the consolidation. So you want to apply for the IDR and the consolidation. Wait 2 weeks. Between 2 and 3 weeks, folks are getting their response letters. If you're eligible, which most people are, if you're eligible for the IDR, I haven't had anybody who was turned down yet. And so if you're eligible, you get the 1-year deferment while everything's sorted out. You get to get your credit score to rebound. Now, after the 2-week period, whenever your next credit recycle comes, if you're currently monitoring your credit, again, hopefully whether you're using Credit Karma, Annual Credit, Smart Credit, My Score, any of my favorites, whether you're using any of those or not, you want to be looking at your actual accounts, not just the summaries that they give you, not just the tools they give you, but you want to look at the individual accounts. And you should see that information has been updated, and you should obviously see the scores improve especially if you were redeemed. So you want to do that. So again, apply, wait 2 weeks, wait for your response, then check your credit for updates. And you should see that happen in about 2 to 3 weeks. You can do it yourself. If you have any questions about that, feel free to click on the link below. You can go to my website, creditrenovatorslc.net. You can click on that, and you can request a free consultation with me, or you could email me, hiley@creditrenovatorslc.net. You can shoot a message, and then maybe we could arrange a phone call. But the easiest way to arrange an appointment to have a phone call is to click and have the consultation. When you go in the consultation, after you fill out the registration form, it'll bring the calendar up, and you can choose from the available time slots. And then that way you'll have my undivided attention for an appointed time, and I can answer your questions, and then I can provide you any other additional help. So, but I think you can handle this one on your own. But again, I'm here to help you. So for you guys out there with that, this is an easy thing to fix. It's kind of crazy out here, and I'm keeping up with the updates on that. And so as things redevelop, I will continue to provide that information for you. So with that being said, I just also wanted to invite you guys and remind you that to join me on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. for the credit conversations that we have, the credit conversation Q&A, where we talk about all things credit. I usually talk about a topic or two. I open it up to the group for questions. The questions are great. Last week we had a small group, but the questions were terrific. We covered a lot. Hopefully, if you saw the replay, you might be registered, but if you saw the replay without being registered, I invite you to register, and so that you can even join in on the questions. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that this Wednesday I will be talking about a new program that I'm rolling out, which, if nothing else, it will allow you to fix your credit yourself with no monthly fees. You can fix it yourself for almost at no or nearly no cost, almost free. So I invite you to that, and I will see you on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Bring the good questions, because we're gonna have a lively session, and get that student loan, get those student loans consolidated, and be ready for the craziness of next year. So I will talk to you guys on Wednesday. See you soon. God bless.